Hello, hello, hello. Congratulations. We are coming to the end of 2023. Happy New Year to the rest of the world. Team Kenya, I know you guys are already on your first day of the year. And I hope you welcomed the year with a lot of energy, with a lot of goals, and it's going to be a beautiful year. So congratulations, we made it. We actually made it. And to my fans, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I come on here to talk because it's very therapeutical for me to share what I'm learning, or to share is to care. And I believe that God has made it possible for other people to be blessed through my talks, and I have learned other things from other people that I watch. At least, Happy New Year. We have a few minutes before we step into 2023. About 10 days ago, I went through my surgery, and literally I'm not able to stretch my arm, right? And through my sickness, I've been humbled. I still have the stitches and the band-aid, and this hand can only stretch up to there. You know, it can't stretch like that. This one is straight. This one is still not straight. It's very painful. The pain is inside the joint. But my sickness has humbled me. I was stopped, literally stopped. Or I'm supposed to put in the sick hand first. Literally stopped from doing anything. I'm a very active person. But for the past 10 days, depending on people to do work for me, and I've learned to let things go. The past 10 days, I've learned what forgiveness is. I've also learned what it means to be independent. I've had children. I delivered all my children the vaginal way, and that's the most sick I have been. But this one was like serious, that I'm not able. It's surgery of my hand, and they have put metal inside my hand. So I have to tell you, it's been a life-changing and humbling experience. It's unfortunate for us to hear people make these statements, but these statements are true. That sometimes you need to go through challenges to be humbled. No, God doesn't allow us to suffer so we can be humbled, but it's in your time of suffering, it's in your time of challenges, it's in your time when your marriage is ending, when your children are doing the wrong thing. It's in that time that you find yourself so humble, and it's in that time that you find yourself searching for gratitude, looking for other things to be grateful for besides your hand not working. So I want to thank all of you for your support. It's been a great year, and I can tell you we're saying goodbye to 2023 in a big style. I am putting my journal away in a couple of weeks, but I run them concurrently with my 2024. So goodbye 2023, and I can tell you the power of a journal, a planner. This is a planner. Actually, I wrote it earlier. It gives you a reflection of where you're coming from and where you're going and what you've achieved in the past year. So we are going to say goodbye to this. I'm ushering in my 2024 planner. It's a bigger one. It's more colorful. And I have to tell you that this planner costed me $10, but it's the best $10 I spent, because it gives me a reflection of what I've done through the whole year, and it gives me a chance to reflect on what I need to do different. So I got a similar planner, but it is bigger, and it has more spaces to write in. I got this from Staples. You can write in, and you have more spaces to write your goals, the month goals. You have your top priorities, you have your month affirmation, and you need to write what you were inspired by in that month, okay, and your motivation for the month, and then write yourself a note. So this one is a more elaborate. It costed me $22, but it's the best $22 I can say I spent in 2023, because it's going to help me plan my life. So, and then remember, if you've been following me for a year, this was my last year's journal. I was embracing professionalism and packaging myself together, and I said I wanted to look like that woman, like Paget. She put herself together. She looks put together. And I want to give you the praise report. Besides the challenges I faced in 2023, which were a lot, I was able to put myself together in terms of my business. My business grew. Like I was blown out of my mind. I made more money, and I was able to support my family through the organizational skills I had picked and the desire that I had to succeed. This book is full of notes and notes and notes and reminders and PowerPoint. If I have to get someone to print this book for me, it's a book that you can read and just grow. I grew through this book. I didn't finish it. I still have more pages left. I will finish it. But again, that was so helpful. And now, as we're waiting in the US to usher the new year, I wanted to let you know that I'm stepping into this book. This is the book I started reading, and I bought it a couple months ago, but I had not set a goal on how I was going to read it. So I told you I have my journal, which is, this is the journal. I took a picture of it because I wanted to show you how it's written on the outside before I put it in the case that my friend Becky bought me. My journal is like that. It says a little prayer, and it has quotes for every day. Say a little prayer, and it has encouragements here. You have the date, and then you can write your thoughts. There is power in writing things down. As I've shown you several books that I write. There is power in writing things down. As you're getting older, and getting older is what age? Getting older is when you turn 18. You have to write your goals. And I was telling our son Dylan that he is very blessed that he went to a college. As soon as he signed in, he was given a mentor, or he was given someone to coach him through college. And if we all, then I spoke to my daughter Cindy this morning, and I told her if she had a life coach, she'll be excelling, because when I talk to her as her mother, as a life coach, it's not as effective as, it could be if she was speaking to someone. So I said to her, when I speak to her, she doesn't have a pen and paper. She's ready to talk back. She's ready to tell me something different, because I'm her mother. The age difference is big. I'm from Nyando Chebere village. She thinks I don't know. But if I gave her a life coach, or if I gave her a mentor that she believed in, she would be speaking to that mentor with a pen and paper. Get your pen and paper. This is my pencil case. I have a pencil case. I don't want to be looking for a pen when I hear something and I cannot find a pen. This is how many pens I have. I have my phone pen, right? I have my marker there. I have my pencil there. I have blue. I have all these pens. Anyway, I don't want to miss the point. So I told her if I had given her a life coach that she would be meeting once a week, she would have to have her pen and a paper, because the life coach is going to give her goals. And that's what most of us are lacking. We are lacking mentors, and that's the challenge I have for you for 2024. Get a mentor, somebody you have respect for, somebody that you can borrow, tap into their brain. If you have no mentor, get the books, because these things are in these books. If you don't have anybody that clearly, some of us are not even blessed to even have access to people that are doing excellent, because how do you even get to them? So if you're like me, I don't have access to these people. I can't really tell you. I have a few now that I call on certain issues. But for the most part, I've been reading books because these mentors, they are nowhere to be found. We are living in a world where there's so much isolation. Let me stop this music. Hold on. And we don't really get enough time to really interact the way we used to when we were growing up. So what happens, we are hanging out with people who are doing the same things. We are hanging out with friends who are making bad choices. We are hanging out with people who are also struggling. So you have to really find the books, or you have to find the mentor. So if I can highlight this book as 2022 is coming, Bona, you're reading that book. It's a great book so far. And that's why I wanted to speak, because there's nobody in my house. My whole family went out bowling. Every year we go out bowling. But because my hand is not well, I stayed in the house. That's why I'm able to do this video. I should have told you that I'm home alone with the dogs. The dog is right here. Simba, say hi. The dogs are right here because they're afraid of the fireworks. So I'm here with Kenya. I'm here with Simba because every year we start the year with an activity. And it's usually bowling. We go to Dave and Buster's in Pennsylvania. And that's where my whole family is. So I'm home alone. So I said, you know what? The best way to finish this year with, especially my fans, my followers, my friends, the people that I mentor, is to tell them that this is what I'm doing. Get this book. Let's do this book together. And so far, I want to read to you the things that I have read so far. I'm in chapter 5. And my goal that I put on this book, I put in the beginning of this month, which is January, where they have told you to put top priorities. There's a section for top priorities. My top priority for this month of January is to finish this book, okay? Read a chapter of Atomic Habits a day and finish the book by 1/20/2024. By the 20th of this month, this book should have been finished, completely done, and put away or given to someone. My son Dylan wants to read it. So it is my top priority. They want you to put your top priorities and write them down. So let's see so far the highlights, the pointers that I took. I do write in my books, unfortunately, and I choose to write in my books. So if you're sharing my books, you're sharing at your own risk. You're going to see my highlights. And because I buy the books, so I can write in them. Okay, so the first thing is to congratulate ourselves. Congratulations, we made it to 2023. The question you're going to ask yourself, who do you want to become? Okay? And do you know that you have the power to become who you want to become? You have the power to change what you believe and to change your beliefs. Okay? You become your habits. Identify the change that you need to make in yourself. Okay? Edit that, upgrade that, and expand on what you believe. Some of the changes that you're going to make are going to turn you into a totally different person because you might change some of the things that you believe. Make your habits to be solution-finding habits instead of blaming other people, like find solutions or creating more problems. We have bad habits that create problems. So they're telling you, create habits that are going to be solution finding. Okay? Free your brain from bad habits. We occupy our brain with a lot of bad habits. I was telling a friend of mine that is going through a divorce, and I told her, don't occupy your mind so much with your soon-to-be ex-husband and the new wife, because you're actually occupying your brain with bad habits. Why would you be thinking about a man who has gone? Why would you be thinking about a woman he has acquired when you have children to worry about? So bad habits can occupy our brain. Replace them with good habits. Okay? Habits, good habits do not restrict you. Good habits give you freedom. And you all know, if you have bad financial habits, you're always going to be broke. If you have bad health habits, you're going to have poor health. If you have bad habits of decluttering and I mean throwing things everywhere, your house is going to be full of clutter. Okay? Good learning habits are going to increase your skills. And they are telling you, they sectioned the system. They give you a system. Let me check that. Where did that go? It's here. It's the systems and the 4 simple steps. So they gave you the 4 simple steps that they want you to follow for you to achieve, or create good habits. The number 1 is the cue. What triggers these habits? The number 2, the craving, your desires, what makes you to desire these things. Number 3, your response. How do you respond to your desires? Number 4, how do you reward yourself? How do you satisfy these habits? How do you reward yourself? Because once you've made these the habits, you need to find out how are these habits going to be rewarding. And then they are telling you there is the problem phase where you create a problem, and then there is a solution phase. Okay? When they are telling you to ask these questions, when you go into this quest of trying to change your bad habits, they ask you, Happy New Year, Cindy. Yeah, we have a few minutes before we hit this New Year's. They're asking you, how can I make it obvious? What are the habits that you really need to change? Okay? How can I make these habits attractive? Okay? How can I make it easy? How can I make these habits satisfying? They're saying, create good habits and break the bad habits. With enough practice, you can pick up, the cues that predict certain outcomes without thinking about it. Once you've known what triggers you to get into these habits that don't even give you good results. Okay? You need to narrow your habits. How are you going to narrow your habits? You're going to narrow your habits by identifying the good habits and the bad habits and the neutral habits. So you have good habits, you write them down. Bad habits, you write them down. Neutral habits, you write them down. Then they are talking about, sounds like binge, but it's binge eaters. The binge eaters, if you guys don't know what binge disorder is, it's eating a large amount of food in a short time, and you feel like you have no control over what you're eating. You have no control how much you're going to eat. And they also have binge drinking, where it's another name for alcoholism, where you have no control of how much alcohol you're taking. So they are telling you to start taking steps. Take the first step of changing the bad habits. The first step to start changing your bad habits is to look out for them. Do you know your bad habits? Cyrus, how are you? Happy New Year. Speak out loud of your bad habits and know which ones they are. If it's drinking, if it's smoking, whatever bad habits you have. If it's gossip, if it's laziness, if it's poor hygiene or poor spending habits, speak loud so you know. Once you pick you spoken out these habits, pick good habits and start practicing them. And once you start doing this practice, your brain is automatically going to start embracing these good habits, because they give you an example of you when you shower. You know what you do. You wake up, you look at your phone, you go to the bathroom, you shower, you eat breakfast. There is the routine. Out of all those routines that you have, there are bad habits that you have. So you can identify which ones you're going to change for the new year. Once your new habits become automatic, you're going to stop focusing on them. They're going to come natural, right? I come here every day. I come at 11:30 to talk on Facebook. I started that in 2022, going to 2023, where it was consistent. It was so automatic. If I don't remember, when sometimes I'm with my coworkers, even my coworkers are like looking at the time. They're like, "Aren't you not about to go on live?" I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." Because you start something, you're consistent, you focus on it, and you know what? Before you know it, it becomes a norm and it's a good behavior. Okay? If you want good behavior is achieved through creating awareness of who you are. You need to know yourself. Create self-awareness. Try to think before you speak. Today I was speaking to a friend and I told her in the next year one thing I want to tell people that I was also like those people, but now I have learned when somebody has lost a loved one and it's maybe they've lost their child, their mother, don't ask so many questions to a grieving person. That is something I'm taking into 2023. Unless somebody is volunteering information, don't give too much information or ask too much information that nobody is asking you. Okay? And the best way to create good habits is to start those good habits. They don't just happen. You have to sit there and write them, okay? Itemize. How do you want to start your day? Okay? How do you plan your day every day? Do you just wake up and just go? Prioritize your self-care. Okay? Self-care is very, very important. And, okay? Whatever you want, earn it. Don't just get it. So, that's just a few things that I got from the book. And I'm in chapter 5. And I'm going to make sure that I read them. And, the book as I've promised myself. And I'm going to be on target. So we have 2 minutes. And in these 2 minutes, I'm going to read to you the post that I put for 2024. I said, congratulations, we made it to 2024. To all my family and friends and fans, thank you so much for definitely adding value to my life. Our page stands at 105,615 followers. Many of us literally live in fear of others, and it is the reason many of us avoid keeping a hard copy journal. There is great benefits of penning down your thoughts, freely writing some of your life goals so you can look back and give yourself credit. Our past is part of our story. Forgetting where you have come from is the easiest way to lose yourself in a digital world that has literally consumed us. Many of us don't remember the life before landlines, the life before cell phones or social media platforms. The electronics have literally consumed us and our families. They have contributed to many families breaking up. I started keeping a journal when I was in class 6 and I learned this from my father. I have never been afraid of people knowing what I'm doing. I have never been afraid of, people finding out what my life goals are because they have no business reading your life goals. And I believe people need to be given their privacy. And that's why I don't go through my husband's phone. And I believe he doesn't go through my phone. I know couples who've saved themselves from horrible things because they went through their spouse's phones. And for that I cannot argue about that because they had a reason. There is power in expressing yourself on pen and paper. As we walk into 2024, given my age, here is a list of what I've learned as an elder. And we are hitting Happy New Year. So I am telling you, it's exactly at 12. And it's Happy New Year. Okay? We've stepped into 2024. And as we are celebrating a Happy New Year, I wanted to read to you the things that I learned from 2023 that I pray and hope that some of you can also listen to these things and see if you can carry some of these things into 2024. Okay? Have a relationship with God. Family comes first. If you have parents, give them the best care they need. Create time for your family. They are more important than your job. Okay? Remember where you have come from. If you have a painful past, get professional help and forgive people more, especially your family, including your parents. Invest in good relationships. If you are married and you don't like or love your spouse, please divorce them. Let someone else will take them or they will want them. Then I said, your trash is someone's treasure. That's why we recycle. Your network is your net worth, okay? Have integrity. Learn to tell the truth. Some of us lie, and we have no reason to lie. We just lie to lie, okay? Keep a gratitude journal. Write things down. And even if you have to hide your journal, please do that. But keep a gratitude journal, because when you're grateful, you become a better person. People who are good people to hang out with are people who have gratitude. People who look back and are grateful for people who have helped them along the way. Okay? Money is not everything, but it's the only thing that gives you options. They always say, money is not everything, but it's the only thing. You need money. Okay? There is no reward in there is no reward for suffering and living in scarcity. In 2023, I can tell you guys, as friends, as followers, as family, I lived in scarcity. In the history of America, I have never lived in scarcity. Meaning, I did not have enough money to do half the things I used to do. And I don't know how people live this way, but COVID really affected a lot of us, and we have been living in scarcity. It is a bad feeling. There is no reward for you struggling. So you need to work a little harder, so that way you can, let me answer the husband's call. Hello? Hello?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sweetie. How are you?
Good, Satan.
Happy New Year.
How is your New Year coming out?
You're on Facebook Live. I was on Facebook.
Huh?
I'm on Facebook, so I had to pick your call because I was talking.
Oh, okay.
Happy New Year. You guys got links?
Yes.
Okay. Happy New Year. Okay. Happy New Year.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. There is no reward for suffering or living in scarcity. And then in your success, stay humble, because some of us, once we become successful, we change. Okay? And then travel and see the world. It's in your travel or out of your discomfort that you learn new things and change your life or habits. And when you travel to different countries, you see things that they have done to succeed. So move out of your comfort zone. Okay? Learn a new thing daily. Okay? If I wronged you, please forgive me. All right? Forgive people and give people grace. We judge people a little too much, but forgive them and give them grace. Think before you make a move, and remember, each move has its consequences. Learn to play chess. Learn to play chess in 2024. Chess teaches patience. It helps build resilience and implants an attitude of never giving up. Okay? Identify your hobbies and create time to enjoy them. What others think of you is not your problem, but theirs. Envy and jealousness are the enemies of progress. Avoid them. Your health is your wealth. Take care of yourself, and self-care is everything. Create self-awareness. Before you do things, be aware. Watch your mouth. Keep a journal again. Life is not a destination, but a journey. Enjoy the scenery, but choose your destination. Happy New Year. And I also thanked my friend's daughter, Ebony Hambon. Ebony is the one who bought me this journal, and my friend Becky bought me the case. Thank you for the hard copy journal that you bought me. And I'm able to write my thoughts, and I'm able to express myself. And I ended with a penning my belief that we all need to live a life with purpose. Okay? God bless you guys, and enjoy your new year. And don't be afraid to set those goals, because you know what? Those goals are achieved. Those habits that you're going to change or you want to start are going to be a blessing to you, because you know what? You cannot be the same every year, because every year you're getting older. So we have to learn to start changing these habits. Happy New Year, and thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And those ones who are finding me for the first time, please like my page and please share this video. And let us use these platforms in 2024 to learn from each other, and so that way we can grow as a community. Okay, Simba, say bye. Simba is totally afraid of the fireworks. Guys, Happy New Year. Cheers and thanks for everything. You guys mean so much to me. And I don't take your presence for granted. Let me see if I can find you a nice song. Before there's a song that I've been playing. Where is that song? I have to give you one song. Let's do one song. This is a Swahili song. That's not the song I'm looking for. Yeah. That's the one I was looking for. Happy New Year. Cheers guys. Happy New Year.